Good day, YouTube. Me and Autumn says it's the 4th of May, 2023. And she and I are going to work on the golf cart today. This is our 2008 Yamaha Drive G29. We were looking at the back end of the golf cart because we were getting parts in, finally, that we had ordered. And what has arrived was the rear seat kit. So this video is going to be all about get this rear seat kit out of the box and onto the cart. All right, we did one on the club car, which is currently sitting out in the rain. And this kit is potentially from the same manufacturer. It looks like it's packaged the same and everything. Oops, Autumn, I'm sorry, sweetie. Sorry, get out from behind me. So it should be kind of similar to putting that one on, but it's a completely different cart. This cart, when I got it, you got to go back and watch the older videos. It's in horrible shape. It didn't work either. It had a box mounted to the back of it, and I had to cut it off because it was welded on. Anyways, kind of left those brackets, which I knew at this point, when we start putting the rear seat on, we'd figure out if I didn't even know if we needed the brackets or if we're going to take them off and we'll grind those off and repaint them or what. So there they sit in all their ugliness. We'll sort it out through this process. So also got another video. We painted the cart after we got the old paint off of it, and we kind of reconditioned, repainted all of the black parts, and they came out pretty good. So let's get this new seat kit unboxed. Alright, let's get seat cushions out. Autumn will inspect these as we get them out. Autumn, are you going to go inspect that seat? You checked it in the box. Copy that. Alright, kit's unloaded. We got the instructions. I hope these are better than the last one of these I did. It was not clear in the last ones, kind of what part was what and what bolt went where. And the hardware wasn't great on that last one either. But we'll see how this goes. So, what's the first instruction on the list? Remove sun top support, sweater basket, access panel, and front backrest cushion. Prop in place to support sun top. Keep all hardware. Some will be reused. Alright, let's look into that. Alright, let's take the seat back off. It appears to be a 10 millimeter. Oh, that's not a good thing. Dang. It's spinning. That's disaster. Dang. How are we going to get that out? Get a pry bar in there, but it is spinning. Not a good thing. Not a good thing. It's not the way to start off this project. Come on. It has loosened a little. This is just sitting here. It's a little stuck though. Thing to be good. Let me fight it. Let me fight it. That bolt is spinning, but it is coming a little. All right, spun the insert out of the seat. Finally. Wow. Yeah, bolt was completely stripped in the insert. I might see if I could kind of glue that back in after we rethread everything. And, you know, if we don't go crazy with it, it'll pull like something, I guess. Dang! Not a good start. Alright, let's see about getting these brackets off, because I gotta work on those. Alright, I'm just going to take everything off these gutter things. They need cleaned up anyway. I ordered these boots this morning. I forgot to order them like a million times. So I got them. They're coming. You just take a little Allen head. One down. Two down. Alright, so I'm going to pull these. Looks like a 12 millimeter. Now then, before we get crazy, because that's gonna fall, we need to tie this roof up somehow or another. Let me figure that out. Alright, I've got it tied up. I threw a ratchet strap around the rear. I have this trolley system and little come along up there, so that's what we're hanging it from. It's not heavy at all, so we should be able to get the rest of these bolts out. The other two, anyway. Have it not go in here. Oh, this one's busted. That's why it was rattling. Alright. More repairs. Yeah, this one's broken. Repairing aisle 3. Okay. Wondered why it was so noisy, rattling. Okay, so we're going to take these brackets out. I'm positive if they're on that list to remove, but we've got to get these angle irons off and clean them up anyway. Gonna have to go ratchet city in there. All right, we got those bolts out. Now she lifts out of there. She lifts out of there, and now I gotta see about getting these angles irons off of there. They look almost factory welded or something. I don't know. Well, they don't have to fix those brackets after all, and I kind of wondered because these came with new brackets. So that's that. I got to weld that other one together, so I'll do that next. I have these started, you know, they're just loose. They said to reuse the old hardware, but this old bracket had the nut built in. The new ones do not. I don't have metric nuts to fit them, so I used a 5/16 bolt with a locking nut that I did have. So I've got to weld that in, so I got to take that off and weld it together, grind it up, finish it, paint it, install it. All right, that's next. All right, we're gonna finish welding this up. Grinder smooth. And of course my wire sticks. Try again. Oh yeah. Well, let's grind that baby smooth, shall we? Alrighty. That's going to be good enough. So the directions say to drill out these, after you take the bolts out of the bag well here, to drill these out with 3/8, and then I realized that the bolt is the 4-inch long bolt, and you got to drill through the top and bottom piece of steel. This is threaded here. So I've drilled through the top. I need to drill all the way through the bottom, and then put these on, and the third generation photocopy of a very low resolution photograph is so unclear as to which way these go. All you can do is try them and see if they work. So let's drill this out. So, the best guess I have from the pictures is this is the way this goes. And then you put the, there's another set of brackets for the footrest that go on at the same time with the same bolts, etc. Did I get the nuts and washers when I got those out? Yeah, I guess I did. So, and these go on from underneath, and as far as I know, this side points up. That seems to work. Okay. I did tighten up the bolts underneath this inspection cover, which I had left loose up until that point. If you want to tighten things too early, you'd just be taking them apart so you can make things fit. All right, let's do the other side. Let's get this thing in there. All right, let me grab a 9/16 socket. We'll buzz them in. All right, we won't go super tight till we know. What the rest of this is going to do, I have no idea if this is right or not. We'll correct it. So don't do this as I go. Wait till you watch the whole video and we'll see if these are on right or not. All right, next. Well, this is a little tricky by oneself, but it's doable. This is the bottom seat pan. I think I'm supposed to put carriage bolts in from the front to the rear. Leaving everything floppy loose. I think we can get these bolts in on the back. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. And that would be from the front to the back to kind of push these over a little. I might have got that a little snug, but it's okay. Click. I didn't get washers on those front ones because I couldn't do it one-handed. We'll go back and put them on. Yeah, when we get the other bolts in. Looks like we put the brackets on correctly. All right, that seems decent. Seems decent. Let's slip these washers on. Gonna square it up. It's a little bit to the right. Center the holes in the brackets there a little bit. Okay. There we go. Thing get tight. Yeah. I think I'll put a snuggy duggy on these. I'll wait them till later. Let me find out what the next step is. All right, next is the handrail. It says to use carriage bolts in 1.5 inches in the front, 1 3/4 in the rear. They didn't send carriage bolts. They sent regular hex bolts. So budget cuts, I guess. So we've got regular bolts. And don't tighten anything, because they ain't ready for that yet. So there's this one. Now, other side. Take out the plastic. These are better instructions than the last one of these I did. But the hardware still has a little room for improvement. But even it's better than it was on the last one I did. Okay, put a bolt in. Slide on the rail. Put a bolt in. Slide on the rail. Put washer and a nut on. But don't tighten it. And don't drop it on the new paint. That'd be great. Alright. Now I bet we do a footrest situation. Let's see what the instructions tell us to do. Attach the footrest support gussets to the bottom of the armrest. Use 3/8 by 1 3/4 carriage bolts, or in this case hex bolts because they didn't send them. Attach the footrest to the arm rail using 2-inch hex bolts. Attach the rear end gusset to the footrest. Oh no, here. Leave all bolts loose with 1-inch carriage bolts. There's 4 1-inch carriage bolts left for that. Alright, let me get this stuff out. Pretty sure this is the way these brackets are supposed to go. Again, picture pretty cruddy. Is what it is. So I got 2-inch bolts that go through here to here. I got a couple carriage bolts that go on this bracket. If everything works well, anyway. If I didn't mention it, this kit was on eBay, about 260 bucks. This is the cheapest one out there for Yamaha. Okay. How am I going to do this and hang on to it? And always put the washers in later. Don't fight it too hard. Better to take some nuts off, put washers back in than to drop stuff, scratch stuff, you know. Okay, so I set this over top of the bracket. I'm not sure that's the way it's supposed to be. But I believe it will work. I'm supposed to use carriage bolt. I am going to leave this set over top of that bracket unless something tells me I can't do it that way. I don't think that was a square hole because it ain't holding nothing. Excuse me while I look. No, they were round holes. I don't know if that carriage bolt's going to work. They're all round holes. But if it'll tighten, we'll roll with it. Okay. Has a little cutout for a trailer hitch, I see. We're going to pop these back off, throw the washer in. Both sides. Both sides. Alright, I'll do this side and then we'll see what's next. Alright, the carriage bolts were supposed to go here. I took them out of there. They did have some 3/8 by 1 inch long hex head bolts. I put those in there. Put the carriage bolts here. Now, all that is good. Now we'll look at the next step. Alright, next is the seat. You know, this is a flipper and it hinges here. And this is actually where the instructions shine pretty good. Attach a seat cushion / flip frame to the main seat frame. Install this in this order. 1-inch carriage bolt. Okay. Okay. Check. Sorta. Let me. I'm gonna prop this up with a socket there for a sec. All right. 1-inch carriage bolt. Oh. Then the seat frame. seat frame. Plastic spacer, carriage bolt, seat frame. Plastic spacer. Flip frame here, okay. Then a washer. Then a nut. Because sometimes you feel like a nut. Okay. And then do the same thing on the other side. Off camera. All right, the next step was put the seat back on. So all 3 bolts are back on. Yeah, I cleaned it up a little. Cleaned it up. Wasn't really taking care of it because I had replaced it, or at least I thought I did. But it turns out all that stuff was wrong. In fact, I just took it back to ship it back. The seat bottom is all I could find at a reasonable price, so that's all I ordered. Seat back we can live with. The seat bottom is shot. So it's coming. All right, what's the next step in this saga? We're gonna tighten some bolts here pretty soon. We're about out of parts. All right, the last task was to put the backrest on. A couple of little bolts on both sides, and it's on. So it looks good, works good. Would I recommend the kit? There's a few scratches and things here and there on it. Instructions were, I'd give them a 6 out of 10. Rest of it's pretty good quality, but if you've got a really nice fancy cart, buy a better one. If you've got an average cart, yeah, it's fine. Am I glad I bought this one? Yep, for the money, $260. Yeah, it's great. This is a kind of just a plain steel, but it's fine for me. I don't know that I'll use this, but a person could put kind of rug or your rubber back carpet or something would do pretty good on this, or whatever you wanted to do. But it's great. It's great. It's going to serve its purpose. It's sturdy. It don't rattle. It's awesome. Do a close-up walk around. Got some hardware left. I still got to put the gutters back on. Got to clean them up. Such. Probably wait for those little boots to show up. Nice clearance from the bumper. Seems good. Seems good. Seems good. Color match on the bone. Seems good. I mean, this is old, but it faded away. All right, guys. What do you think? I'm liking it. This was the big task. I wish tires and wheels would show up and this seat. Really start cleaning this thing up, make it look like something. But hey, it is what it is for now. Still got some wiring and stuff to do. We got a lot of other parts coming for it. So check back for more and more videos. So we're going to do these a little bit out of sequence because we were able to finish this. I wasn't able to finish some other stuff. So this video will beat the others. Guys, thanks for watching, commenting, subscribing. Thumbs up on the way out. Do take the time to leave a comment, and I will catch you tomorrow morning in the comment section when I fire something back to you. All right? Enjoy it. Do it. Catch you next time.